Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and we are here at the Coca-Cola Super Speedway ready to qualify for the 2019 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500. It's my favorite special event of the year, and for the 5th straight year, technically the 6th straight year, but for the 5th official straight year, we will be holding this event once again on Thanksgiving morning. That's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time over on Napa Fan. 50 laps tomorrow, 150 miles, and of course we'll have pit stops, wrecks, and all the fun we usually have on these super speedway races. And it's great to be alongside this guy once again. Haven't done a race with you since the last special event we've done on Napa Fan, the James and Wicker Shootout. Alex Boggs, you know, alongside me. You were alongside me last year for this event, and you saw how that race went, and we know how this race can be. So what is the strategy to win a long race like this one at a fast super speedway like the Coca-Cola Super Speedway?
Well, first off, and thank you for the glowing introduction. Yes, it has been a while, and it's great to be back. And to answer your question about the strategy is really complex when it comes to this track. This track, as you said, is a 3-mile super speedway. It's great to be back at the Coca-Cola Super Speedway, a great venue for this event and for these teams and drivers. But as for the strategy answer, it's always going to be about staying out of the big wrecks, always trying to find the right drafting partner, and whichever drafting line has the better advantage, you have to stay in that line. Otherwise, you'll really be driving towards the back in that case, and you'll really fall out of line and lose position.
And the draft will definitely be a huge factor in tomorrow's race. If you lose it, you might not get a shot at the race victory, but if we get long green flag runs in tomorrow's race as well, then pit strategy is going to be what comes into play. Either way, let's go ahead and give you guys the drivers in this year's Thanksgiving 500. Number 32, first-time driver on Napa Fan, that is Mason Brown. And he's one of the few first-timers in this race. We only have about 3 or 4 guys making their first career Napa Fan starts tomorrow. But Mason Brown is one of those guys in the number 32 machine. Number 10 is last year's champion of the Thanksgiving 500. That is Luke Rainey in the number 10 machine. And he is the defending champion of the Thanksgiving 500. Just ahead of him there, that's the number 93, Mark Davidson. Great to have him back racing on Napa Fan. Had a great season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He's going to be racing in the number 93. Number 60, that is Zach Winkle, currently in the Krispy Kreme Series. Number 31 machine, that is Joe Rutkowski. Great to have Rutkowski back in this event. I believe he was in this event last year. Number 11 machine, that is Ashlyn Boyd. Recently came off a race victory at Gateway in the Krispy Kreme Series last week. Got Ryan Durrani in the number 75. I believe this is his first Thanksgiving 500. Number 5 machine, Trey Smith, Turkey Hill Truck Series driver. Going to be his first ever special event on Napa Fan. Number 2 machine, that is driven by Adam Garcia in the number 2 machine. Ace Garcia is in the number 18 for this event. Number 20, that is Bradley Ream. This is his first career Napa Fan start, even though he's an owner in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. He's been around for a little while. It's going to be his first ever start as a driver on Napa Fan. Very intrigued to see what he can do. We already mentioned Zach Winkle. There is the 2017 winner of this event. Quite possibly the most memorable finish of a Thanksgiving 500 when he blew his engine at the line, still crossed it in first position. That's Mr. Edge, Nicholas Samadillo. You know who it is. Number 6 machine, it's Mitchell Collins. Great run for him. I forget what series he was in over the summer, but Mitchell Collins in the number 6 machine, the owner of the 98 in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. There is Justin Zeidel. And I'm definitely intrigued to see what Zeidel does in this year's event because he is the defending Haas IndyCar Series champion. And the past 2 Thanksgiving 500s have been won by IndyCar Series champions. Of course, in 2017, it was Nicholas Samadillo, who also won the Haas IndyCar Series Championship in 2018. And then last year, Luke Rainey won this event and was the 2017 Haas IndyCar Series Championship. Justin Zeidel might keep that streak alive in the number 24 and be the 3rd IndyCar Series champion to win the Thanksgiving 500. Not only that, both Luke Rainey and Nicholas Samadillo have won Indianapolis 250s. Zeidel has not, so that might be another determining factor. Number 21, Dylan Young. Great to have Dylan Young back in a race car here on Napa Fan. And I believe this is going to be his first ever Thanksgiving 500. Number 28 machine right behind him, that is Thomas Troxel. Great to have Troxel back in this event. And this is my man, Jesse Turner, first ever winner on Napa Fan in the number 94. Great to have this guy in the 7500 once again. Number 40 machine right behind him, Jonathan Logan. Great to have him back in the NOFSRL. He'll be doing another NOFSRL series beginning in February. Number 44 machine, that is Shane Lake. I believe this is the second time Shane Lake's been in this event. Number 26, rolling to the inside of him, the defending Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion of Nathan Baird. Great to have Nathan Baird in this event as a Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion. You know he's going to be strong in tomorrow's race. Number 88, another first-time driver, first career Napa Fan start for Landon Smith Jr. Number 88 machine right there. Number 4, Eric Monaco. He won a race in the Rockstar Pro Series over the summer. And he currently drives 79 in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. Number 99, that's Christopher Altheby. Great to have Altheby in this event. Of course, he was a rookie in the Haas IndyCar Series earlier this year. Won at Auto Club, and he's definitely shown a lot of promise as a driver. His first ever Thanksgiving 500. Nathan Faden won the finale in the Haas IndyCar Series back in August. He drives in number 71. Number 7 is driven by Cole Sampson. Got a race victory in the Turkey Hill Truck Series earlier this year. The number 43 machine, that is Owen Miles, a rookie to the Turkey Hill Truck Series, his first ever special event on Napa Fan. Number 18, this is Ace Garcia, one of the longtime veterans in this event, driving the number 18 machine. And here is the 2016 winner of the Thanksgiving 500, and he did it in his first career Napa Fan start. That is Jordan Lopez in the number 1 machine, currently an owner in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. The 02 of Logan York, another first-timer here in the Thanksgiving 500, first career Napa Fan start for Logan York. Number 50, that car is driven by Bobo Jones. He made a start in the James Indian Wicker Cheer. That was actually the last time Bobo Jones made a start on Napa Fan. And this one I'm really excited for. My man Cameron Garlington is back in a race car. It has been over a year. Actually, not quite over a year, but it's been a very long time since he's raced on Napa Fan in the number 42. But Cameron Garlington is back. He's in the Thanksgiving 500 this year. Number 97, that's Trey Wright, another veteran to Napa Fan looking to get a Thanksgiving 500 race victory. Noah Clifton is in the 01. I can't remember if we touched on him or not. 00, Emmanuel Hartnett. Great to have this guy back. The 2017 Dodge Throwback Series champion. That was a while ago, but this was the same mod we used for that series back in the day, so watch out for Hartnett in the race tomorrow. Number 22 machine, that is Hair Joe Larvin Alonso, the champion of the 2015 Thanksgiving 500 4 years ago. Over 4 years ago he won that race. Hard to believe it was that long ago. Number 12, that is driven by Johnny Gardner. Great to have Gardner in this race. And Alex Russell back as well in the number 17. He won his first ever start in the Turkey Hill Series last year. Number 25 machine. This car driven by Fisher G, who currently leads in the Turkey Hill Truck Series points. You know he's a strong driver. Mark Davidson right ahead of him there. I think we've already mentioned him. Number 14. This is Jeremiah Duane. One of the first few starts for Jeremiah Duane. One of the development drivers for Jeremiah Earl. So you might know him. And I think that might be everyone. Number 11, we didn't get to mentioning... Actually, we did get to mention Ashlyn Boyd. We didn't mention this guy, and I don't know how we didn't get to him. Zachary Fitzwater in the number 9 machine. You know Zachary Fitzwater.
Very well.
And I think that might be everybody. Number 21, Dylan Young. We covered him.
That.
26, Nathan Baird. Don't know if we got to the 90. We did not. Eli Bright has won here before at the Coca-Cola Super Speedway when we did the heats for the big one last year. He won the NRLOA heat here. I believe he might be the last one that we did not touch on. Oh, no, Christian Vargas in the number 66. It's always one we miss.
It's alright. It's good to be here, and it's good to see a lot of these veterans back, especially drivers like Emmanuel Hartnett back in the series. I mean, Emmanuel Hartnett, it's been a long time since I've heard that name in either the NRLOA or even the NOFSRL, so it's good to always have him back running in these types of NR races, and hopefully there is some good coming out of that tomorrow. Of course, my main man himself, Zachary Fitzwater, and even my second main man right here in the number 8, Nicholas Samadillo, all happy to be back, especially Samadillo. Kind of a little bit of a quote and quote arch rival that I've had, not really an arch rival, but like a little friendly rivalry that we have on the track. Always enjoying each other's company out there racing, so it's always been just something good coming out of it. And even though I'm not running this event this year, it's always good to see Nicholas Amadeo racing it once again.
Looks like we've had an issue, of course, as with all qualifying sessions. The fastest time is what stands, regardless of if they wreck or not. That's a 00 of Emmanuel Hartnett, who had an issue possibly with Christopher Altheby. But, yeah, we love ourselves some Nicholas Amadeo here on Napa Fan. I think y'all know that pretty well, but he's the fastest guy here in Thanksgiving 500 qualifying in the number 8 machine. Only driver under 44 seconds, got a really good draft. One thing I would like to mention, we started doing it where we have a range for all the aspects of the ratings for the drivers that are all still equal. That is not the case for this race. It's the same number, 55-55, like it's always been. We want this race to turn out just like it always has. So everyone is strictly equal on everything. So it's anybody's race tomorrow. But the 2017 Thanksgiving 500 champion looking to win a second Thanksgiving 500. He's the only driver to have won a Daytona 500, an Indianapolis 250, and a Thanksgiving 500. Those are the three biggest races every year on Napa Fan, and he's going to lead the field of the green flag in that third biggest race on Napa Fan, the Thanksgiving 500. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, me and Alex will have the call for it. That's official results here in qualifying. That is where everybody is going to start. Any tiebreakers or any ties that we might have will be broken by the amount of Napa Fan wins that driver has, but I do not believe we have any ties, so with that, that is your starting lineup for the 2019 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500, and I did forget one driver, and this is another guy we haven't seen in a while, Max Newworth in number 77. Actually did get a win this year in the Rockstar Pro Series. He was in the Rockstar Pro Series, but great to have Max Newworth back. And he's going to be in this year's event as well, driving the number 77. I'm looking through the list one more time to see if there are any names that I happen to miss, and I believe that he was the only one that I did miss. And I apologize if I didn't miss anybody. We have 42 drivers that I wasn't keeping track when I was mentioning everyone in this qualifying session, but that's how they're going to line up for the Thanksgiving 500. I'm going to go ahead and lay it on the line. What do you think we're going to see in tomorrow's race? Will Nicholas Amadeo find a way to win this thing, or do you think someone else might get it?
Honestly, this race is a Powerball. You never know who's going to win this race. And honestly, I would love to see Nicholas Amadeo win it. But however, I honestly can't call to see who will win this race. As I said before, this is a Powerball race. So, if anything, I'm not really going to choose kind of a big pick for tomorrow, because I know for a fact it's either going to be a defending champion or, out of nowhere, a first-time winner. So, you know what? I mean, I'll leave it to you to take a pick, but right now, I really don't have one.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to make you take a pick tomorrow, so just be prepared for it. But either way,
I definitely will.
Congratulations on Nicholas Amadeo winning the poll for the 2019 Thanksgiving 500. Happy Thanksgiving a little bit early on. Coming up tomorrow. Be thankful for what you got. Thank you guys so much for watching. On behalf of Alex Boxer, we will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Napa Fan for the 2019 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500 tonight. Krispy Kreme series from Chicagoland over on Napa Fan. Check that out if you want a little Thanksgiving Eve action from one of the best mile-and-a-half racetracks on the circuit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Nicholas Amadeo, and I will see you guys later.